Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for the week of December 4 through 10, 2023. This is a reading for you if you are a Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, or have some other significant Capricorn placement in your chart that may be relevant. If you are watching this reading outside of the December 4 through 10, 2023 time frame, if you were drawn in by the tagline or something about this that resonated with you, then that certainly means that there is a message here for you. So do listen through to the end. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I do hope that you find that this reading resonates with you in some way. If it does not, if you are a Capricorn Sun, then it could be that something for your moon, rising, or sign, or another planetary placement might be a better reading for you, so you could check out some of the readings from my other signs that correspond there. And if you wouldn't mind, if you do enjoy this channel, if you do like these videos, please consider subscribing, like the videos, and leave me a comment. And those of you who are returning, welcome back. It's very good to see you again. And let's get into and see what is in store for you this coming week. For those of you who are new, I do astrological spreads, so I read via astrological house. So there's 12 houses of astrology, and the cards are positioned according to that. So whatever the meaning is of the house in astrology, the cards are going to refer to that aspect of your life. And if that's not clear, you'll see what I mean. I do use the Way of Cartouche cards. That's my main deck. I clarify everything with tarot, and the tarot deck I'm using this week is known as Tarot of the Spirit. And I also will be starting to do this again, pulling a single oracle card at the end of the reading to sort of wrap things up. And this week, the oracle deck I'm using is called the Essential Oil Oracle. So those are our cards for the week. Let's begin. Okay, so your first house here is about it's Aries, how you present yourself, how you want to appear to others, having to do with your issues of identity and self-determination, really. And yeah, you've got Anubis with the One of Wind, which is the Ace of Swords. And wow, that's very, very strong, powerful energy of you know what you want, you're not delusional, and you're cutting through a lot of BS here. One of Wind, that's the Ace of Swords. Absolutely, there could be this idea of new thought, a new way of thinking about things. There could be a very sudden clarity or unexpected clarity about a situation that perhaps you have been in the dark about or uncertain about. But Anubis certainly in this house it's very protective energy, but it's also, there's no delusion where Anubis is, okay? So this says to me that you are not delusional. You are seeing things very, very clearly. So if you are in a situation where you are doubting yourself or others have made you feel like you should be in doubt of your judgment on things, this is telling you absolutely not. You are seeing things very, very clearly here. And you are cutting through the nonsense. The second house is Taurus energy, and this has to do with your finances, your money. And we have Buckle of Isis with the Four of Wind. Four of Wind, okay, this is akin to the Four of Swords. So there seems to be a situation in which you are hanging back. You may be healing. Who knows if this has to do with finances? Maybe this is a situation. For some people, this could be literally spending money on a medical issue, money that you have spent on that. But Four of Wind can also just indicate taking a break, hanging back, deciding not to engage, not to assert, to postpone, any big purchases and things like that. We are coming upon Mercury retrograde. We are in the pre-shadow period right now, and the actual retrograde begins December 13th. So yeah, this may be a good idea to hang back with anything that's not a necessary purchase. And yeah, Buckle of Isis seems to indicate that kind of a sacrifice will reap rewards. The other possibility with Buckle of Isis is that an investment in something will reap rewards. But with this card, I would suggest that this might be a time that you want to hang back on any kind of big purchases or anything like that. Third house, this is Gemini energy, and this has to do with messages, communications. Has to do with, if you're in your own business, this has to do with self-employment and self-effort. Family-wise, it can have to do with brothers and sisters. So yeah, we have Sister Fire, which is the Page of Wands, with the Sphinx card. And so this indicates that, there's something, pages indicate messages that are coming in. With the Sphinx, I would say Either it's a message you're getting that you need to really keep to yourself, because the Sphinx involves secrecy, or it could be that you're about to learn something that has been kept secret from you. Okay, so take that as it resonates. But pages usually bring messages, and these may be messages connected to business or projects, or just something that maybe you have a very strong opinion or are very impassioned about. Because Page of Wands, this is fire energy. This is enthusiasm. Okay, so this could be something that there could be something that you're very enthusiastic, something you want to make a start on, but there may be something hidden here. So I feel like if the page represents a new start, there may be a reason to delay right now, or at least to make sure that you're seeing clearly or have all the information about something. Again, whether this is just a general message, whether it has to do with business, or whether it does have to do with siblings. See how it resonates. Fourth house is Cancer energy. This has to do with your home, your family, ancestry, and potentially the mother. Okay, so we have brother water with water. So for some of you, this is going to be an actual physical move. The water card is about, it is about transiting and moving. It's not about staying in the same place. That said, if you are not, if you're not planning to move, if you're staying put, this is definitely has a very strong emotional energy, or does suggest that some kind of change is coming. Having to do with your sense of security, perhaps having to do with your family, if not your actual home. Now you have Brother Water here, which is the Knight of Cups. So this suggests an invitation coming in. Maybe there's going to be an invitation to move somewhere or go somewhere. But the holidays coming up, this could be as simple as, somebody being invited by somebody in your family to some place that maybe is across water for a family get-together, perhaps for the holidays, whichever holidays you celebrate. But I feel also that there's this strong sense of invitation to go somewhere else across water, or there is a strong sense of, this could also be an invitation to move, like physically. In either case, there's very strong emotional energy here, so I do feel like there's a strong connection either to the home or the family right now, regardless. Fifth house is Leo energy. And Leo is creativity, children, love affairs, and obviously this is an example of not all three are necessarily going to resonate or apply, so take what does. Okay, so we have Isis with the Eight of Wind. Eight of Wind is sword energy, so this is the Eight of Swords. When this card comes up, it means that we are overthinking something. We have tied ourselves up in knots. We are only seeing one way of doing things, and we really need to access the intuition, our intuition, what's hidden or kind of behind the veil, as we have with Isis here. This may be a situation where you have to persevere very patiently, but I feel like there's something having to do with either a creative project, a love affair, or a child. Again, take it as it resonates because it's a general reading. Something is stuck. Something is not moving. Somebody's anxious or worried about something and is only looking at it from one way. I feel like you need to access your intuition a little more as well. Allow your feelings to come into the situation, get a little bit out of your head with regard to whatever's going on, whether it has to do with a creative project or talent, or again, as I've said, with a potential love affair, or with something regarding a child, or one of your own children, if you have them, any. Okay, sixth house. This is the house of health. It's the house of worry, and also the house of jobs. If you have a job as opposed to career. Okay, and can also have to do with domestic animals. And we have Ta with the Ten of Wind. Okay, Ten of Wind is Ten of Swords. A lot of sword energy in this reading. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 so far out of 6. So this is a lot of mental energy being expended on something. And this may have to do specifically with work or a job or something that you're building or maybe trying to move up in, or maybe some place where you feel you need to create boundaries. But Ta is the master builder, so this is what you're building here. And with this indicates something that's coming to an end or something that needs to end. So maybe some of you are contemplating leaving a job. Maybe there's some worries about that. But when I see the Ten of Wind, it almost indicates that something is just done, and you just have to accept the fact that it's done. If this has to do with a health issue, I don't know. I'm not feeling strong health issue on this. you can take that as it resonates. If you think that there has been some kind of a situation that's coming to an end, maybe there's an end to an illness and someone needs to build their strength back up. I mean, that's all possible. But or this could just be the end of a worry, as you're trying to reestablish a solid foundation for something. So again, take it as it resonates. But I just feel very strongly for someone this is the end of a job. And we'll take a look over in the career sector and other places to see what the impact is of that. Okay, 7th house. This is your relationships. Oh, these would be marriages, business partnerships. And okay, so we have Osiris with the One of Water. So for some of you, this could indicate a new relationship or a new level of commitment. Okay, because this has to do with committed relationships rather than the love affairs that we see over here. But the fact that we have the Ace of Cups, this could for some of you literally mean a new relationship, possibly with somebody who's Sagittarius, because Osiris has strong Sagittarius energy, or maybe even Aries. Like there's a strong fire component here, because I also connect this card to the Emperor in a lot of ways. And I think for a lot of you, this I mean, there's the number 1 here. This could be a new beginning. Maybe it's a new job for your spouse if you're married. Maybe this is a new business arrangement or a new deal, something new that you're getting into, maybe something that is a little more exciting for you, because the One of Water, this is something you're more emotionally invested in. So yeah, or if it's a marriage situation, again, I mean, this is a very stable card. This could be a partner who is very strong, very supportive. There's a strong foundational support with Osiris here. And there does seem to be some kind of a change or some kind of new beginning. Maybe if you've been having issues in your marriage, maybe there's a chance here to make a fresh start, or maybe it's suggesting if you are in a love relationship right now, it might be saying that there's good, that whatever, if you're moving towards a committed relationship, Ace of Cups suggests to me that this might be somebody new, maybe rather than maybe this person you might be mentally caught up about over here. But again, take it as it resonates, because obviously, everybody's in a different situation with regard to marriage and commitment, or even partnerships of all kinds. So definitely the sense of new beginnings with regard to partnerships here, new beginnings that you're emotionally invested in. 8th house is Scorpio energy. This has to do with transformation, other people's money. Yeah, and we have the Sun with Lotus. So wow, this is great. I mean, the Sun's the happiest card in the deck. And it also brings a lot of clarity. And it's funny, you've got all this clarity here in the 1st house. So I feel like, yeah. And also just noticing, you have the One of Water across from the One of Wind. You've got Ace of Swords across from the Ace of Cups. So there's a real strong energy here of new beginnings with regard to your relationships with others, whether those be personal or business, and whether they be romantic or friendly. So you got the Sun here. So I feel like and you've got Lotus. So Lotus indicates perhaps that you've been going through a period of anxiety. There's definitely a sense here that you need to not worry, or you need to relax the mind, because their clarity and happiness are coming in soon. I mean, Sun indicates a new period in which the sun is shining, and which, happiness it's on its way. So I do feel like whatever maybe has been taking up your time and energy, perhaps in a negative way, is getting ready to come to an end, so don't worry about it. 9th house is Sagittarius energy. This has to do with expansion, long journeys, higher education, if you're college, university, deep thought, spiritual kinds of thought and communication rather than perhaps more mundane or practical. So this could have to do with religion, religious community, philosophy, things like that. And okay, so we have the 3 of Wind, or the 3 of Swords, with the Air card. Now, air generally comes up when in fact, this is the house of long journeys. So for some of you, this does mean a long journey. Okay, so you may be taking a long trip somewhere. However, with the 3 of Swords, this could be a trip you're taking by yourself. There could have been the ending to some kind of a situation or relationship, or a separation of some kind. Maybe you're taking a trip after a separation. Air is also a card, though, if it doesn't have to do with an actual trip. It's a card of detachment. So there's a sense that you may need to separate or detach from a person or a situation or even a mode of thinking. Okay, maybe if you're at a college or university, maybe this is not maybe there's problems with the school. Maybe you need to switch schools or something. I don't know. This could also be an ending that comes about while you are on a long trip. But I feel that this has to do with, and again, this could just have to do with some kind of arrangement. For some people, this could be actually a divorce, because this is also a legal house. So this could be, legal issues of separation or divorce. Again, that's not going to apply to everybody, especially with all this good stuff we see over here in the 7th house. I think this may be less likely, unless there's a relationship that you're, ending and then you're beginning a new one. But we see 1 plus 2 is 3, and we have a 3 here. I feel like the number 3 is important here. So whatever separation or whatever you're cutting out or cutting off here, in order perhaps to expand or to move, to finally be able to become unstuck and to move towards something. I feel like it's going to happen in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I generally see 3 of Swords as a 3 months card, but it doesn't have to be. And the number may or may not even be relevant, but when I usually see the pattern of numbers, I usually mention it because it may mean something here. 3s often have to do with collaboration. So, this may be about ending certain partnerships and starting new ones, again, whether they be business or personal. 10th house is Capricorn energy. Okay, so we saw this 10 of wind down here in the 6th house. So what do we have here? Okay, we have Urias and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Urias indicates something unexpected on the job front. Wheel of Fortune indicates a change that is beyond your control, really. But it could be something, there could be the hand of fate here, for lack of a better phrasing. I'm not necessarily big on the whole idea of fate, but I feel like there's, that there's going to be a change to your career situation, or what talents you're recognized for in the world. And I feel like this change is something almost, there's like an inevitability to it, okay? It's like it's something that is coming, that is part of a larger cycle or system. And Urias can indicate that this may be something very unexpected. There may be something happening very quickly for you. But Urias, okay, there's a couple things about Urias. One is that if this is a change that you're not anticipating, if this is an actual ending, let's just say you're working for someplace and they close down, or they lay people off, or I don't know. That's not necessarily what's going to happen here. Sometimes it could be a change in the other direction. You could suddenly be promoted to a new position or something like that. I mean, that's not, Urias is not, I don't see Urias as a negative. I see Urias as a surprise. I see it as something unexpected that comes in. But if there are people who don't have good intentions in this situation, Urias indicates winning out over those people. So this is, outwitting your adversaries, I guess is the phrase that Murray Hope uses for this. And it can also just be, recognize a situation where you are, I don't know. I mean, it could be a situation where you need to be cautious, but I just feel like there's some situation that's not what it appears to be. And it's basically part of a larger change that's coming in. So whatever it is, whatever the change is, however you view the change, good or bad or indifferent, it is a change that needs to happen, okay? 11th house, this has to do with your friendships, your social networks, and also your goals. Okay, and you have 10 of fire with the twins. So the twins definitely indicates a friendship or perhaps other partnership within your social networks that is important, and it has something to do with laying down burdens. 10 of fire here is somebody who is overburdened, who has taken too much on themselves, and perhaps needs somebody to help. So look to your network of support in the areas where you're overburdened. There are people who are willing to help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. You're a Capricorn, you're a hard worker, you're persistent, but don't feel that you have to do it all alone. I feel like there's a situation where where help is at hand, and certainly there may be one of your friendships or one of your partnerships in your network may prove to be a very significant one in the near future. Okay, 12th house is Pisces energy. This is what's hidden. This is what you don't show people, what you might be afraid of, what you might be imagining. And you have Crook and Flail with Temperance. Okay, so these are both good cards. I feel like these cards may indicate that you may worry that other people see you perhaps as imbalanced, or that they might not take you seriously. This is a card of authority, of confidence, of reputation, of justice. So there may be a fear that, when this is in a house of fear, it indicates that there may be concerns about whether or not people are taking you seriously, whether people are believing you, what maybe you want to do something or make a change to something and people say, oh, that's crazy. But Temperance here indicates just a need for balance here and a need to remain disciplined and confident. Okay, don't let other people throw you off, or don't let your own fears throw you off. Because remember, we're facing the Sun card here, and there's definitely the sense that good stuff is coming in, and peace and balance are something that you're looking for here, or this may just be something that's sublimated and maybe not obvious in the world right now, but no, there's definitely this sense here of no need to worry about things getting out of balance, or you somehow not being taken seriously with something. Overall, yeah, wow, you've got the Ankh. I mean, this is a great card to have as an overall because it indicates happiness, joy, living life to the fullest, doing what you want, lots of passion. And you have it with Father Earth and Mother Water. I had two cards that fell out here. So Mother Water is the Queen of Cups, Father Earth is the King of Pentacles. So this is really good not only for emotional stuff. Mother Water indicates, either love or being loved by somebody, or having love and support. And Father Earth, or King of Pentacles, is about having it together financially. If you're going into business for yourself, like if that's part of the change, or you're doing something like that, this definitely indicates having the resources, having success. These could also be people who are going to come in and help you in some way and help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Take it as it resonates, but there's definitely this strong energy of being able to accomplish and have it all in terms of finance and business, and also of receiving love. So great reading here. Okay, our extra card from the Essential Oil Oracle is the Cassia card. This is the oil that it's referring to. And the message on the card, the key word is confidence. It's funny, didn't I just say that? Confidence. The trigger statement is, I can't do that. The true statement is, I am a light. It says, step forward and be the bright light that you are. Serve your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts. Yeah, wow. I mean, couldn't sum it up better than that. Don't be worried that you don't have the authority, or you don't have the expertise, or you don't have the place. If something has kind of unsettled you, if there's been some kind of a change, yeah, definitely shine your light here. We've got the Sun. And there may be certain relationships or certain situations that need to go, or need to be cut out, or maybe you need to separate yourself from a person or a mode of thinking, but all of this looks really, really good towards you moving towards what you really want. So that's it for you this week, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please do consider subscribing and like the video, and of course you can leave me a comment as well. Thanks again, have a great week, and I'll see you.